Alright, I'm back. Another one. I don't know why I said that, but this is kind of for myself. I don't know what's happening. Because, alright, I got a coach, which is kind of important. A mentor. I think he's like around my age anyway. He's just made more money than me. Not a significant amount of money, but still more money than me. And he'll help with organic. So, like, I guess we'll discuss this. I thought I may as well do this again because I committed to the first week. And if I do commit to every week, then I might make a banger video down the line. So, like when I do hit 10k a month. But that also leads me to another thing I've been thinking about. My focus is really spread at the moment because I'm focusing on like the gym, university, studying a relatively hard subject, computer science, and also business, which I'm falling behind in like two of them. I think the gym I'm doing the best at, but that's not really a focus though. That shouldn't really be my focus at the moment. Um, I have been struggling with business and university, mainly just getting shit done this week. I took on a new client, and I think this is what's fucked me the most. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on YouTube, and I don't think I could be fucked to edit this. I gotta stop swearing. This is like one of my biggest things because I grew up in Australia in the bogan sort of side, so it's kind of common to just swear at everything. But I gotta stop swearing. Okay, maybe I had a swear jar. No, I'm too broke for that. I'll be like millions of dollars in debt. But anyway, what was I talking about? I lost the train of thought. Maybe it might be good to have notes. I don't have notes. I just kind of wing this stuff, just for a way to talk about what's in my mind. So I was talking about focus, right? University and business and gym are my top three things. But like one of the things that Alex likes to talk about, Alex Hormozy, is priorities. You can't have three priorities because the meaning of the word priority is focusing on one thing. I don't think that's like word for word or like what he actually. He's a lot smarter. He has like I've noticed he breaks down words into their subcomponents, and it makes like understanding life and the world around you so much easier, which I want to start doing, but um, again, I'm like too stupid for that. I think. Do I actually think that? No, I'm not too stupid for it. I'm just gonna be fucked up again. I gotta stop. I just could not be bothered because I'm lazy, I guess. I haven't got a haircut in months either. My hair's so ratty. But anyway, I don't leave my room. I'm like I think the palest I've ever been in like years. I'm so pale at the moment. It's kind of gross. I step outside and I look like one of those guys that stays inside gaming all day. But I don't game all day. At the moment, I've been watching way too much YouTube. I got up at like 11 today, which is not great for a Sunday. I was planning to get up at 5, but what happened was last night. So I took on this new client, which for some reason he wants to hop on live builds, which is kind of really annoying, and it's not working. Like in the moment, it's fun and it's good and it works, but I don't know. I think he had a bad experience with a different dev, and it's like he doesn't want to. He doesn't just want to like let a dev do their own thing, which I think I. If I'm trying to start an agency, I also got to stop looking at myself as a dev. But at the moment, I kind of just am a dev, um, with a little bit of business knowledge, not much, but enough to get by. So I'm still kind of broke, and that's not working. I don't know how much I'm gonna get paid for that. We haven't really talked about price, and he hasn't set a contract or anything. So I hope I'm not doing it for free because it's completely fucked up my whole. Since I started it, it's fucked up. Oh, okay, it's screwed up my whole like habit. We've been jumping on calls at 11, and sometimes I go to 1 a.m. and then I have to get up. I don't set alarms because I want to get a good amount of sleep. I mean, maybe that's just something that I need to work on. Maybe I do need to force myself to get up and like burn myself out, but I don't really want to burn myself out. I want to push myself, but I also don't want to burn out because like, if you burn out, then you have to then you have to rest. You have to rest for that time, Like, I kind of just want to keep pushing forward. But anyway, the point is, like, it's screwing me up. I just can't. I don't think I can do it. So after we build this segment of what he wants to build, he's building like a full sales management system, which is kind of cool on Salesforce. He's an old sales manager. I can tell he doesn't have much technical experience. Well, he has actually a decent for his age. I think he's like sales. He has a decent amount of tech experience. It's just like, you know, the unique things like deleting something. He always like drags and highlights it first and like shit like that, where it's like what we try to achieve, I could have had done in like a minute or like 30 seconds, or it takes him like 5 minutes to figure out. And it's just like we're building on his screen and stuff. Maybe that's just something I have to think about myself and come up with a better solution. So yeah, that's kind of it. And then I'm also working on this other workflow, which is a lot better. For this guy, he's doing an automation for his brother for analytics, and I'm helping fill in the historical database for that. So that's pretty cool. Besides that, I kind of paused outreach for today and yesterday. I did one. It's Sunday. I missed out on Friday. I forgot about Friday. Friday was another terrible day. The past 3 days have been shit. It's been like unproductive as fuck. Like, I haven't been doing much. Past 2 weeks actually. I'm really struggling with focus, and I really don't like that. And I guess these videos kind of help me reflect about like what I have to change in the next week to be able to keep moving forward. So I paused outreach, which is a big mistake. I probably shouldn't, because when I finished with these workflows, then leads stopped coming through, and then I'm back to square one. But I have a call with my coach tomorrow, so I guess we'll talk a bit more about organic content and also the cold outreach. So I think the 3 channels I should focus on is Upwork, since it's working, lead gen, that's what I'm fucking talking about, cold outreach with emails, which I want to set up infrastructure with instantly and have like pre-warmed domains, but again, I don't have the finances for that. So hopefully with this next job, I can invest most of it back into setting up that cold email infrastructure. And then I also need to be able to cold DM, I need to know who I'm cold DMing and cold emailing. So I need to set up my offer and my ICP. I've also been doing market research. I've been looking at the big dogs, and I've realized a lot of them just do education. Barely any of them actually, I don't think, run the agency anymore. Pretty much, they have their agency, and I think that's purely just for their education part. I think he would make more money off his education than, actually maybe not. What's that? He's got 1k, like 2.5k in his group, all paying like 200 Australian. What's that? 200 times. Alright, that's actually a fair bit. I don't know. 2 grand is 10, 20 grand. Oh, it's not too bad. It's like 40 grand a month. It's MRR, so that's okay. No, that seems good actually. I'd say that's okay. But I think he would be making more from his agency, come to think of it. But yeah, that's kind of it. I kind of paused everything. I haven't even been studying as much as I have been, like as much as I did. I don't know, I don't feel burnt out, but I just feel like I've lost my focus for both business and university. Like, I need to focus on one thing at a time. It's hard. I can't focus on one thing because I need money for both things to work, and I don't want to get a job. I mean, I've been like tossing it up, and I really don't want to work at like Macca's or Woolies or that sort of stuff. I'd rather just keep doing what I'm doing online and struggle because I'm happy. But yeah, there's some days I do feel like super confused when I'm doing stuff that I don't know how to do, like making an offer or actually doing cold outreach instead of Upwork. It's kind of become comfortable for me, so I think I have to expand to be able to grow. And then again with Upwork is kind of like the cheapest wins. It's not really necessarily the best. I've realized because I started bidding high and like not getting any replies or anything, or even people looking at my proposals, and then I started bidding low again, and then my view rate went up and my close rate went up. So Upwork, I've determined, is all about the lowest bidder. Even if you do have the skills, maybe not too. Maybe somebody does look for like high bidders if they've got like a very good profile like Mixer Abs or something like that. But again, then there's different systems that come with cold outreach, so that's why I'm kind of like procrastinating cold outreach, because there's like the full making the proposal, getting the payment through Stripe or PayPal, and like setting up. And then I have to also, I think I have to also set up a CRM because I'm really struggling to manage even like just 2 clients. And yeah, I did apply to a job this morning, but it was more for Google Analytics, which I don't know how to do. I could definitely figure it out, but I didn't sound like an expert, so I haven't got a response back from that. They did see they did view my proposal, but yeah, I didn't get a response back. So, I mean, they might take a little while to respond. That's pretty much what's been happening. I'm talking about my professor for a research task too, which is more like less focused too, you know, like on the topic of focus. I'm trying to do this. He's going to draft a proposal, so if that gets approved, then I've got to do research, business, and then like study kind of stops because that'll be on the end. And that'll be during the summer holidays. But that was when I was expecting to scale fully and like give 100% of my time and focus to business. So at the moment, I'm just like tossed up because I have to keep doing business at the same time to be able to live. But then there's also the thing is, I want to get good grades. I don't want to like not focus on school because one of my goals is, I guess if my goal is to graduate, then, oh, hairy armpits, look at that. Oh, it was that side. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be embarrassing. I don't really care. Maybe I should. Maybe it's not good for my personal brand. Maybe I'll just release the audios for this. Who knows what will happen with this. This is kind of just a random side project where I just kind of yap and document, so that way I can look back on it eventually when I do get to where I want to be. Yeah, I guess my goal with uni is kind of just to pass. I don't think I should have the expectation to become an expert in computer science. I think I should just focus on passing comp sci and then becoming an expert in business and building a big company in tech, which you don't really need comp sci experience in. You can just outsource that shit. I guess it helps. It helps to like be able to identify opportunities and problems within maybe. Well, problems come with domain experience. I don't know. I feel like I've grown a fair bit this year, so I shouldn't be too hard on myself. But at the same time, I should be hard on myself because like I'm so stagnant these past couple of weeks. And if you zoom out to the big picture, we're on a ball of dirt floating through space. This tiny little speck on that tiny little dot. So I guess what I'm talking about is pretty insignificant. It doesn't really matter. It matters to me, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't matter if I fail. I just don't want to spend my time watching YouTube anymore, even though I'm probably going to watch YouTube after this. I probably shouldn't say that. I got to do this like Cisco packet tracer. Do you want to see what I'm doing? Let's flash some schoolwork. Where is it? Is this coding adventures? Does this work? This will work. I gotta do this. That's my plan, Cisco. Yeah, I gotta do all this before Tuesday. It's not too bad, to be honest. Yeah. And then, so show you some of my cool stuff that I'm working on too. Maybe I'll show you some of the workflows I've worked on too. I might keep it cool. Instead of just like business, I can kind of flick through this. Maybe good for B-roll. I mean, it's unlisted at the moment. No one's going to see this unless I decide to post it when I'm rich. And you can kind of see like where I came from and then where I am at when I get to where I'm at. I'm just opening up VS Code, so bear with me for a second. What's that? Locations, JSON. I think I haven't been coding as much as I'd like to recently. I do love coding, programming, but it's mainly just been all theory this semester. A bit of SQL and a bit of whatever. I mean, I've been programming this one, a backward chaining algorithm, which I have to, that's due in like 2 weeks, and I barely touch sometimes. But I feel like I'm almost there anyway. I understand the concept. I have to build a tree and then just do a DFS into that tree. Which probably means nothing if you're not a comp sci student, or if you're not like familiar with computer science and algorithms. So this is for AI. If we do the coding adventures, we just wait for my Source computer to work. Right now it actually does nothing. It's a nothing burger. That's just testing, but I thought I would look smart and do. Yeah, you can see my comments. I won't be able to hand this in, but this is fucked. It's hard. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, note for next time, you gotta up to confirming whether the goal is already in the KB. Next step is to build the tree fully by checking where the symbol is. This is fucked. It's gonna be hard. It's a lot of string processing. I think that's why I think it's gonna be hard, but that should be easy. Pretty much, I just have find axiom. That's fully implemented. I have to build the inference tree. That's a constructor. And then I have this simple data structure here. And then the interface for the user. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's what this is doing. I can run it, but it does nothing. Maybe I can show you some random stuff I work on. A bit of a side rant. Something I built one time when I don't want to say why I built it or when I built it. I'm going to keep that to myself. Is it in projects? Yeah, it is. This is really simple, but I thought it's fun. It was fun. Something cool that I stared at and laughed at for a while, for some reason. Alright, visual code is not responding because I'm using that. Alright, VS Code just crashed. Alright, I guess we're not gonna go on that side tangent. It decided to kill itself for some reason. But anyway, I think that brings it to a wrap. I literally just went on a nothing burger tangent. Again, my focus is screwed up, that's probably why. So for business, what do I have to do? To figure out my offer, figure out my ICP, start cold emailing, start cold DMing, and more Upwork proposals. But then I also have to study. The final exams are coming up in like 4 weeks. On the 7th of next month, so a full month till final exams. I have 2 assignments due. I have a skill-based practical test for networking. So there's a lot going on, and I just have not been bothered. And then I also have to deliver these 2 projects that I'm working on currently, and potentially a 3rd one if I get this job. So yeah, a whole lot of nothing going on, but a whole lot, because I'm not doing anything productive. Specifically today, like each day I do something, but I don't do enough of something, so I feel bad. Like I'll do 3 hours in the morning and then just stop, and then have a call at night, and then go to bed, wake up late. Like it's just fucked up. I actually hate this. What I've gotten myself into within these past few days with this call. So I'll cut ties with this guy. I'll say, look, after this I can't keep doing this. I thought I could, but it doesn't work. These live builds are ridiculous. Like if you just tell me what to do, of course it's gonna be back and forth. Just tell me your goals, and then I can fucking build it. and then that's done. Anyway, see yous.